Hey, I'm Chris. This is AFA at a Family Adventure, and this is going to be another episode of me answering your comments. So I know I let things get a little out away from me and miss a couple, maybe a week, 2 weeks. I'm not for sure. So we got a lot of comments to go over, and I'm just going to basically just go through them just real quick. So let's go ahead and get started, and let me pull them up. All right, so we're going to go from the latest comment going all the way back to older. So the first comment was this was basically just done on a live that I just did yesterday. And this comes from Kay Atwood, and I think I've said Kay, she's one of our moderators, and I love her to death, and she's a great woman. But she writes, No, you always had to pay for a park hopper ticket. Guess the person writing that article didn't do the research. So they were talking about park hopping coming back to Disney, and they were talking about maybe giving it just to guests who are staying on property, and it said maybe they should charge them extra for it. Well, they do charge you extra for it. But I respond with Kay, I was sure of that because usually you had to pay an extra $25 for each ticket to get the park hopper. Thanks, Kay. So, this next one comes from one of my friends. He was a friend with one of my friends in school, and I'm glad to see he's on here. Thanks for joining, Dave. And Dave was watching my welcome to my town video, and he was talking about, I think there was a part where I pointed out where there used to be a pizza place there, and I couldn't remember the name of it. He said, I think that pizza place was called Bugosi's. And I responded, was that place called Bugosi's as well? I know the one over on Union Street was Bugosi's, but I didn't know the one above the dungeon was called that too. I said, thanks for watching, Dave. Great to hear from you, buddy. All right, so next one, I have a live stream on Wednesday with Gonzo called The Jedi Council, and we went over Rogue One, a Star Wars story, and Chapter 10 of The Mandalorian. And this comes from Kay Atwood. Kay says, that is an exciting rumor about George Lucas doing another series. And I replied, I think it is awesome, and maybe the people who hated on the prequels will now have some more appreciation for George Lucas. All right, so this is also Kay, and Kay is she's responding to a new live stream I do on Wednesday at 9 o'clock called Sweets and Treats, where we go over different kinds of snacks and merchandise at Walt Disney World. And her comment was, shopping with Chris in heaven, cool. I like it, not so sure my pocketbook will. And I responded, I'm really hoping this will work out. I don't know if heaven will be able to join me, so I might have to do it solo sometimes. Thanks, Kay. All right, so next one is about my reaction video. It's a small world after all. And this comes from Soso252, who says, can you react to Big Thunder Mountain at Disneyland Paris? And I said, next Monday I will do that. Big Thunder Mountain in Disneyland Paris. You know what? We might just do all the Big Thunders. Thanks for watching, Soso252. All right. Another one from Kay on the same video. I hate Small World. It's so creepy. That being said, I think it is a little bit better in Disneyland. And I replied, I like Small World, but I think it would be creepy to ride through in silence. Thanks, Kay. All right. Same thing, Small World. This comes from Ricardo Castillo, who's a big fan. I'm a big fan of him. He said, this is a classic ride. So cool and relaxing and fun, too, of course. Glad to see this ride is a long ride. The different characters like Ariel or Woody and Donald Duck, my favorite parts, are so well done. Thanks for the reaction. Keep enjoying your day. And I responded, I'm glad you enjoyed, Ricardo. Thank you for watching. All right. Once again, still on the Small World. This comes from Lori Jean Carlson. And she says, my favorite attraction at Disneyland Park. So she's saying Small World is her favorite. I said, I hope to get to see it one day in Disneyland. Thanks, Lori Jean. This comes from Brittany Clevenger. Brittany Clevenger is a cousin I found out about a year ago because I was adopted. She's my biological cousin. I've got to know her very well. She says, my favorite ride. I've only ever been to Disneyland. Once again, this is over to Small World. I said, hey, Brittany, I have never been to Disneyland. I do enjoy Small World and WDW. Thanks for watching. All right, so this is on this week's in Disney. I changed it so it'd been moved, and I talked about Johnny Depp being removed from the Fantastic Beasts series, and also Disney not using him in the new Pirates of the Caribbean. So this response comes from Kay Atwood. Kay says, Johnny Depp also lost his role in the Fantastic Beasts series. I agree that he made the Pirates franchise what it is. Those half-pound cookies sound delicious, but sound delicious, but who could eat a whole one? And I said, I think these companies are losing out by pulling Johnny Depp out. I think I could eat a whole half-pound cookie, but I would be sick afterwards. Thanks for watching, Kay. So this, once again, is on the Jedi Council, and this is us doing a review on Solo, A Star Wars Story, and The Mandalorian, which was, I think, 11. Actually, Chapter 11, but I put Episode 1, Season 2. Maybe it was the first one. I don't know. All right, so Kay said, the Pearl is made of kyber crystals. I do hope Cobb is back in more episodes. I like his character. I said, oh, wow, I haven't heard that, Kay. I know Cobb might be getting his own spin-off, but I'm sure he will be in future episodes. Thanks, Kay. All right, this comes from Caitlin Christine. If you don't know her, go check out her channel. This is over my Grizzly River run at Disney California Adventure. She says, this is legit my favorite ride in DCA, and my family hates how often I make them ride it. It's so fun for me. And I responded, I love these white rafting ride, but this one just fell short compared to others I have been on. I still want to ride it in person. Thanks, Caitlin Christine, I'm sorry. All right, this comes from Kay, also on Grizzly River Run. Congratulations on 400 subscribers. I agree that having a Grizzly or two would have been a great addition. With as long as the start was, I would have thought it would have been longer, at least a bigger drop. All right, when she's talking about adding Grizzly, she's talking about animatronics, not adding real Grizzlies. I put right. I would have loved to see some animatronics or more of a story to the ride. Thanks, Kay. All right, next one's still on the Grizzly River Run, and this comes from Ricardo Castillo. And it says, I definitely wanted to see an animatronic grizzly bear. I mean, the roar effect was really cool, but imagine putting an animatronic grizzly bear right there. The fog effect is cool too. I think they should use this effect in some other rides. Thank you for sharing your thoughts and honest opinion on this ride. It's a fun ride, but it misses something, and I am sure Disney people know this. Thank you again. Have a great day. I hope you and your family and friends had a great Halloween. And I put, thanks, Ricardo. I was hoping for more when I first saw the ride, but maybe it is different in person. I don't know. And I forgot to say, but I hope you had a happy Halloween as well, Ricardo. All right, this comes from Megan Moves. Megan, she live streams with us on Thursday nights sometimes on Disney Friends on Gonzo's channel. That's Gonzo, or Adventures with Gonzo, and that's on Thursday nights at 10:30. They might be moving to 9:30, I think, at the end of this month. But she says, congrats on 400 subscribers, Chris. Love the video and the ride. I responded, thanks, Megan. I really appreciate that. So the next one comes from Katrina Scolpini, and once again, another moderator. She does really well, helps out me and Gonzo. And she says, such a slow start of a ride, and it was super short ride. I think the water ride at Animal Kingdom is a lot better. This one doesn't even look like you got that wet. And I responded, the beginning kind of reminds me of Splash Mountain, but at least Splash Mountain has things to entertain you at the beginning. Thanks, Katrina. Alright, so next one is also on the Jedi Council, but this is on Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. And this is also from Kay Atwood, and she says, I always disagreed with the Padme dying of a broken heart. She just had 2 kids. For most people, that would be stronger reason to live. And I replied, I understand what you are saying, Kay. If her love was that strong for Anakin, it might have been just too much for her to think about raising 2 children without Anakin. Thanks, Kay. Alright, so this next one was on us. We went to the Slippery Noodle Inn in Indianapolis, and it was related to ghosts, the Underground Railroad, and gangsters, which John Dillinger, who was a gangster from Indiana, his gang actually hung out there. And they actually would do target practice there, and we were looking for the slugs. And this is from Art Last, and they respond, the slugs are in the inside in the middle stage area on the east wall. And I replied, I figured that. When we got there, they said someone would show us around when we got done eating, but the next person said that it was not possible. Thanks, Art Last. Alright, this one's on my reaction video to Alice in Wonderland ride. They're in Disneyland, and the Mickey Bunch says, hey Chris, your intro is the best. Reaction video! I love this ride. It's so cool how during the ride you go inside and outside. It doesn't go through the entire movie, but none of the rides that are based on movies do. Seeing this just makes me so nostalgic and happy. It's a must ride for us. The singing flowers and marching playing cards are my favorite scenes. Love it. I said, thanks, Kelly. I do like this ride. My favorite scene in Alice in Wonderland is the tea party, and I was just hoping for more of that. So this comes from Kay Atwood on the exact same reaction video, the Alice in Wonderland ride. It does seem like a good ride, I think, because Disneyland is so small, they were not able to tell the whole story. I did kind of like that it goes outside. I believe it would make it less intense for smaller children. And I replied, I agree, Kay. I really like that it went outside, and Kelly from the Mickey Bunch said it is even better at night. All right, one more. This is another one on my Alice in Wonderland. We got a couple more of these. And this is from Ricardo Castillo. It's Monday, and that means reaction video! So cool. Okay, I agree with you about this short but fun ride. I think when the ride takes you outside, it's because they couldn't put more in the ride, animatronics, story, lighting, effects, whatever. So the ride feels kind of unfinished, but in a general, it's a fun ride, perfect for a family with children. Nowadays, every single ride can be upgraded to great level, but that means a lot of money, which even Disney has to be really careful. Thank you for another great video. Keep enjoying life. And I responded, I think you might be right, Ricardo. I do like the concept of the ride going outside. I'm glad you enjoyed the video. All right. This is also from Alice in Wonderland ride reaction. This is from Katrina Scolpini. I think the ride needed to be a little like Peter Pan, Little Mermaid, or Pooh, where they got the whole movie in the ride. I'm right there with you where I would ride it. It still was a cool ride, but I felt like it was missed a bunch. I replied, I totally agree with you, Katrina. I know they can't put the whole movie in a ride, but most rides hit the highlights from the movies. Still, I would ride this because it does look like fun. Alright, so this is from an older video called Bad Cartoon Impressions. And this was a video I did where I tried to do as many different impressions as I possibly could. And most of them were cartoons. I did do some celebrities. And this is a response from a comment from Ricardo Castillo. And he says, I didn't know you have the awesome talent skill. One of the latest videos you did, the goofy voice, which made me smile. And then you told me about this video. This is so cool. As soon as I heard your Mickey impression, I knew you could do other voices. Clint Eastwood is such a legend, and you nailed it. I hope I used that term correctly. What I meant was that you did great. Yes, you did use the term correctly. I'm terrible more than terrible doing impressions. Thank you for sharing. It was really fun. Adventure is out there. And I responded, thank you for watching, Ricardo. I don't know about doing the impressions well, but it was a fun video to make. And that is going to wrap it up. So that gets me all caught up with the comments and everything. And I'm sorry it took so long. So, I want to remind you, if you're watching, and to hit that thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe. But as for that, I hope to catch you on the next adventure. And remember, adventure is out there. So, thanks for the comments. Keep them coming. And we'll see you later. Bye.